Jordan started first playing for the Western Endo Cougars. He was 5, so it's your standard youth league, like a bunch of little bobbleheads. He always preferred the defensive side of the ball. He's always gravitated to football from the time he could start walking.
His older brother also played for the Western Endo Cougars, and I think watching his older brother play basically influenced him into trying football as well.
So I remember started playing when I was like about 5 or 6. I was only doing I was doing MMA before. I never really got into football. My brother was playing, so that's I saw him playing, and that's really what got me into it. To be honest with you, it was just watching my brother play is really what got me into playing football.
Watching him grow has definitely been one of the best experiences of my life. He's playing something that he loves. He enjoys it. He gives 110%. He never misses practice. Through the off season, all summer long, he's been busting his butt for years, and I love watching him.
Probably be around 8th grade, where he really sort of turned the corner and viewed it less as a recreation and more of a sport and a passion. And when he is passionate about something, he just latches on, and it's not all consuming, but it's pretty close. He really dedicates himself to it, whether it's during the regular season or off season in the weight room. He's always giving 100%, always has.
So I remember 6th grade showing up scared, basically. These kids were huge. I was a little 6th grader. I was scared of these kids, but over time you get bigger, you get stronger, so it's not as scary. But yeah, I remember showing up 6th grade scared. Like these kids are grown men. My 8th grade year, all summer long, that was the first summer I was working out every day, slowly getting bigger, stronger, faster, and then I feel like that's really what helped me turn the switch in 8th grade.
Once he really started to develop through 8th grade, when he got here to Springstead in his freshman year and had access to a weight room and a more robust coaching staff, you really started to see this development start and an increased passion and an increased competitiveness with him.
Jordan's progression throughout his career has been tremendous. He works hard in the weight room. He works hard on the field, off the field. grades, do what he needs to do. In the weight room, big time. His power clean is one of the highest on the team. It's about 255, 260 pounds. Strong bench. Really transformed his body. It was kind of nice to see the transformation from freshman year to senior year, and what he's become now.
I remember coming in freshman year, showing up just confused, everything completely different. Looking at seniors, I'm coming in benching 130. Look on the board, these kids are benching 265, 275. That's crazy. But then I remember sophomore year, a little bit stronger, junior year, a little bit stronger, and just slowly progressing throughout high school.
Another skill that we've seen from him, particularly this year, is his leadership. He's gotten this opportunity to be the captain of the defense, and he's really run with it. We, as a parent, as a dad especially, sitting in the stands watching him. After his squad comes off the field, he's talking to them one-on-one. If somebody makes a mistake, he's always there, telling them it's all right. They always seem organized. He's really is, his leadership skills have just really exploded this year, and I think that has a lot to do with his overall performance and why he's really standing out this year.
Yeah, Jordan's definitely a leader, on and off the field, in the classroom, in the hallways. He is a leader of our defense. He calls the plays, so he's pretty much the quarterback of the defense. Right now he's leading, I think, the state in tackles. So not only is he a great player, but he's a great leader, and a lot of the young guys look up to him. They see the leadership firsthand on the field in the defensive huddle, when he's calling the plays. And yeah, when our backs are against the wall, we were put in a couple of bad spots at Pascal, and we could have folded, and hey, they had the ball, after a turnover inside our 20-yard line, short field, sudden change, and as coaches, we can't be in the huddle, obviously. So you need a leader within that huddle, and of course that's Jordan all the way on the defensive side. Getting the guys going, getting us in the right check, the right formation, the right adjustment, and coming to play and bringing the wood every play.
I've had to step into that leadership role and kind of embrace it, but I know inside, that I'm meant for that. I know I have those leadership abilities, and I can see the way the team reacts to me. when I'm asking something of them or trying to get huddled up or make a check or make a call at the line. I know that they can hear me and they respond to me well.
When he enjoys something, it really becomes a huge part of his life. And then during those off seasons, in between his fall and his spring football, he really dedicates himself to the weight room. I think part of it is to continue his development on the football field, but also he's always prided himself on his physical abilities, and that competitive drive in him is still there, even in the weight room, whether it's recreational. When he competed on the team, Jordan always wants to be number one.
Jordan is a part of our boys weightlifting team, as well as he so he lives competitively, and he also lives for football training. Weightlifting in general and football, it has to be done. If you look at a guy that benches 300 pounds going up a guy that benches 100 pounds, and they both have similar technique and leverage, the stronger guy's obviously going to win that battle. So the low man wins in football with a good technique, but if they're both equal and someone's way stronger than the other, then that guy's going to win the battle. So that's what we strive for, is to be as strong and as good a shape as humanly possible, by the time the guys leave the program.
A big chunk of football is strength, getting off of blocks or hitting somebody, that comes down to your strength. So I know that the stronger I am, just the better football player I'm going to be. So yeah, a goal of mine was to power clean and get my power clean form better, my weight up higher, and now I hit that goal. And not only did I hit that goal, but I also have the highest power clean on the team now, which is a big accomplishment for me. That's something that I wanted when I started weightlifting.
Now, during his regular football seasons, he's balancing school, which is first and foremost. He also works almost a full-time job. He's 25 to 30 hours a week, so it's full-time school and football during the week, and then it's job on the weekend. Jordan's very independent. He always wants to be able to take care of himself. He doesn't want anything handed to him. He started working when he was 15, not because he had to, but because he wants to. He always wants to be the one that takes care of his own needs. He doesn't want to depend on anybody, and I think that streak follows him in anything he's doing, whether it's on the field or off the field.
So yeah, between balancing football, school, work, and just being a normal high school senior, it's hard. It's a lot of stuff, but I like to hold myself to that higher standard and not let myself be lazy. So I like to keep my schedule full like that and not myself become lazy.
Jordan exhibits this very tough exterior, but he's a softie. He's always wanting to help people. Right now, his goal is to become a firefighter and a paramedic, and serve the community and take care of his neighbors. And he's already made that decision. We support him no matter which direction he goes, but Jordan always has everything figured out. And once he knows, he knows.
So really, once my time at Springstead's over, I'm just looking forward to actually going off on my own and learning how to live by myself, basically. I want to hopefully become a firefighter. That's what I want to do. I just always like helping people. So that's one goal that I have when I get out of high school.
It's going to be a very emotional night to watch him take the field for the last time. Brandon was graduating in 2020. Well, because of COVID and everything, we never got to watch him graduate or any of that. We missed out on all that stuff. So being able to watch my baby take the field for the last time as a Springstead Eagle, it's going to be very emotional. I'm pleased with everything that he's done throughout his life, and I want nothing but the best for him in the future, and I couldn't be more proud.
I've really enjoyed my time at Springstead, and that's also a really big credit to the coaches. They've helped me grow a lot as a player and as a person off the field too. I have a really tight relationship with all the coaches, and they make that important to them about having a tight bond with their players. So I have a great relationship with all the coaches. In particular, Coach Hines, he's been the defensive coordinator when I was on JV, and then he moved up to varsity when I moved up to varsity as a defensive coordinator. So I just had a really special bond with him, especially since I've gotten here. So, obviously that last game is going to come within the next few weeks, and there's really nothing that I can do to get ready for it. I don't want it to come. But at the same time, it's going to be here before we know it. And I know right before that last game, it's going to be a little sad, all of us together for the last time, but I also know that means we're going to give it everything because it's going to be our last time together. So that game especially, I feel we're really going to lay it out there for that game.